we just get started?
you?
Should we wait?
It's up to
Let's
you.
get her going, kid.
Is there anyone else hanging around in city?
Everyone's here right now.
I got 13 FPS.
I think that will be all then, probably.
No, I assume so.
I
Cool.
tried calling a couple people, to be honest with you, but they ain't answering.
I know a couple of the GSF people are working. I know Ash is. She wouldn't get
Yeah.
home for like 20 minutes or so, she said.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to do an early meeting so I can get some jump on some things tonight.
Okay.
No, we can start. Should be pretty quick, depending on what you guys all want to talk about when I ask questions. So, I guess let's just jump right into it. Everyone can hear me, right? Am I good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we'll start the meeting with if everyone knows I took a week off this last week.
Was that wild?
Needed kind of that head clear, like some of us need at some points while we're doing this role play experience. Should be back into the swing of things. Carbon hasn't been around because after he got back from his cruise, he had like a bunch of like work days back to back to back. He's been working on stuff though. Again, we're getting stuff set up for the June update, which of course is that big thing. And then we have a small list of things that we're going to work on. I'll talk about them here in a second, of things that should be done by the end of this weekend and things that should be done by the end of next week. Going into tonight, we're supposed to have PD training tonight. That's going to be pushed back until tomorrow. I know Raul and Nate, you guys really wanted to do it, but the new PD evidence is coming out tonight, so we'll be able to actually train with the new shit. It'll make a lot more sense.
My bad, bro.
Sheesh.
So damn, homie got knocked right into the bench.
I know, right?
My bad, bro. My bad.
So that's why we're delayed. That's why we're going to delay it tonight. We're just going to have the new evidence stuff set up. PD will actually be able to do their job properly now. So we'll wait until tomorrow to do that. You'll be actually hopefully get the cops around a little bit more. Stuff that's going to be done by the end of this weekend. We should have the fix for this fucking hat thing. If something gets messed up with clothes and people are losing their clothing, just let me know. I'll make clothes free for a week. People can get their outfits back if they're all scuffed, but we should have a fix for that by the end of the week. If I don't have, or by the weekend, if I don't have a fix for it by the end of the weekend, we're going to swap clothing packs. So all the clothes you guys are currently wearing are going to be gone.
Damn.
I'm sick of not being able to use hats and some of the other stuff that's a little fucked up with it. So just kind of keep that in mind. But again, if we end up doing a clothing swap or you guys lose the current clothes you have and you have to remake them, we will reimburse you guys for that. Gang shit should be done by the end of the day. I know a couple of gangs know about the gang containers. The containers should be in by the end of this weekend. Boss menu should be fixed. Spray should be in. All that stuff. So gangs should have all that new things to be going. I'll have all of the side jobs reworked. So anything that relates to drugs should be reworked. Everything should be progression based. Do house robbing to get through said bank, work your way up. Once you get into banks, you'll unlock more to hit the next bank, things like that. That should all be done by the end of this weekend. Going into this next little set of things, next week's, things we're adding. We're gonna add a home button. You're gonna push your home button on your keyboard. You should be able to say nearby players and things like that. We're going to add at some point, you're going to see what robberies can be done or like a cooldown thing as we go into the June update. I know we talked about this a little bit. It's going to be a bidding thing with cryptocurrency for people to hit jobs and it'll pick randomly. You'll be able to see the timer on when the next job will be able to be hit. It's going to be all custom coded. It should be really clean and super easy to use, so just kind of keep your eye out for that. We're going to start adding scenes. I'm going to change it a little bit from what some of us have seen before. I'm hopefully going to put one in that kind of looks like notepads, where if you wanted to like put notes down, it actually looks like you ripped a page off the notepad to put it down, like on a wall or something. A little interactive. You can also set emotes to it. So if you want to have people do like a thinking thing while they're looking at your note, it's possible. Not guaranteed that's the one we're going to use, but that's what I'm looking at using. The clothing bag currently is a one-time use. It's at the leisure shop. People know about it. Carbon's going to change that to an infinite use, so it'll be $100 for the bag. You'll be able to swap your clothes whenever you use the bag. Should help out criminals when they want to do like jobs and they have time to get away. There will be an extensive timer for it, as you know, it can be very powerful. You know, get away from the cops and you just get out of your car. You should be able to switch your clothes in 2 seconds. It's going to probably take 10 to 15. We'll play around with the timer as you guys criticize it and things like that. But that's kind of the plan for the clothing bag. You won't be able to make new outfits, only change into outfits that are already preset. PD's going to have a gun rack soon, just so PD can hide class 2s in cars and it's not super accessible, where criminals can just rob them because they're on the backs. PD can check out class 2s. They're set inside the car until they need to be used. Also being added, we're going to add wallets and backpacks. That means like EMS will have their own backpack where they can keep their medical supplies in. Backpacks in the city, I'm hoping we're going to be able to code it where if you have drugs inside the backpack, it won't show on your back. Same thing with like bigger guns, but you'll have to use the backpack, go into the backpack, and then pull it out in your pockets and do that. So keep that in mind. There's going to be, I think, 3 different versions of the backpack. Of course, small, medium, large. They will be a little spendy, but we'll look into them as we go along. I don't know how much weight I want to do on them yet. So those are also being added. Wallets are going to be set to a 0 thing. So you'll be able to put your license in there. It's kind of the only concept of them. And it's kind of a way to clean your pockets. You'll have your ID, your driver's license, and then when we add the other license in the city, like motorcycles, the CDLs, and things like that, we'll add more spaces into it. Of course, they have no weight, so it'll just be able to be under one thing in your pocket if you like to hold on to those things. I know, like myself personally, I don't keep that stuff in my pocket because there are some demons out there that like collecting people's IDs, and I don't want Wyatt Maxwell flying around the city, in someone else's pocket, so I don't hold mine. That is it for this. Oh, nope, sorry. We're updating the fuel system to an updated version of the same fuel system we currently use. So it should be easier to use and it shouldn't infinitely eat people's cash. Things that have happened. We're going to play around with it. If it still sucks ass, I'll swap it for the basic one where you just walk up and hit E on the back of the truck. Last but not least, garbage is going to get fixed. You shouldn't have any more decibels, and we're going to update it so you can have 4 people in your garbage runs. I don't know if anyone's really been doing them. I know the decimals are a pain in the ass. I've been trying to fix them as I see them, but we'll be fixing that. And then, of course, people will be able to run garbage up to 4. Anyone have any questions or comments about anything we've talked about so far? I know I'm kind of rambling, going through it quick, but wonderful. Let me pull up stuff for the June update.
Oh god.
June is approaching. Tomorrow is, of course, April 1st. We went through the first month of the server being open. I'm pretty happy with everything is. I definitely think the server is a lot farther along than I thought it was going to be in the first month. So appreciate all of you guys for all the work and outreaching and bringing people into the city, and appreciate you guys sticking around even though the pop's low. I'm going to start grinding my outreach to people on things. Reaching out to people, seeing if they want to come in and test things out, little things. So, if you guys see anyone that's new around city, of course, just be yourselves. Don't be anyone else. You guys are killing it right now. As of that being said, the June update, we'll kind of run through a couple things that are going to be changing with the June update. I've got a list. This is the stuff we've started on right now. And then I want to open it up for ideas. Actually, hold up. Let me go to another comment, then we'll come back to the June update because I want to talk about this other thing first. Let me jump into these activities. A couple people have talked about adding activities to the city, and Carbon and I have had a couple conversations about it. But him and I are both on the exact same page, and we're kind of concerned. My idea, or the reason that we are concerned, is I don't want to put money into a side of the city like a list of things like pool and the arcade machines and like go-karts and things like that if people are going to use them once and then they just sit there. I've seen them in other cities where they're on the map, people drive by them every day, and they just don't get used. And it's not that I don't want to add them, it's that right now we could focus elsewhere to keep growing the city, then add them. But if people want them, we'll do it. So I've got a list of things that I want to name off real quick of things that we can add to the city. I want to see what people think about it. And that if people give a shit about it, and if we do, we can look into adding them. So I'm going to run through a list real quick of things that we can add if people are interested, and then we can take a vote on if you guys want to see it or not. We got pool or billiards. We can add billiards, arcade machines, like little like Flappy Bird type mini games at all the arcade machines. Go-karts, carnival rides at the pier will work. We can add arm wrestling, beer pong, bowling, darts, air hockey, laser tag. There's also a script that makes the machines on the pier work. So it's like a claw machine and like a basket throw, target shooting, balloon shooter, like Bang the Beaver. It's kind of like the hammer game you used to play at the arcade. And then there's also a fortune teller script that we can put in. Does any of that interest any of you guys? Something that we could look into adding? I know, Drippy, you and I have talked about go-karts and things like that.
There's definitely a couple things you named that definitely seem like they could be really fun.
Definitely
But-
billiards for sure. Just because, like, I know in
Them
my
do sound
like
cool,
our
so-
Oh,
our
shit,
house,
is
like our
that
crew
fun?
house, we have like the pool table, and I know like for sure, like I'd be playing that shit all the time.
Yeah, and that's something small that we would do. Like I could make it so where like the gang MLOs have the billiards table. I would like to basically turn the pier into just a strictly activities thing. Like I've got the MLO, I can put the billiards thing in there and make that like a local job. We've of course got paintball there.
Just
Making
needs-
all
also
of the
needs some help.
yeah, we're working on that. I'm hoping we're gonna have that fixed by June. That's part of the June thing I'm gonna talk about here in a second.
Make it paintball is fun though.
The
Um,
whole thing is fun. Yeah, I love the concept.
Uh-huh.
But
It's very
Hanging, getting
fun,
stuck
running around in
is
your
a little unfortunate.
panties, having
Uh,
pasties out.
We're going to switch to the Oxy thing in June. I know we've talked about this, and it should fix it. We're also looking at getting rid of the double downing system to see if it fixes it, and if it does, we're just going to get rid of it. Worst comes to shove, paintball might go bye-bye, and we might bring in laser tag until we can fix paintball,
that works.
So like I said, we could put everything on the pier, like where you go to play paintball right now. We could turn that into like a full arcade machine place where you can just walk in there and play arcade machines like Pac-Man and things like that. It's definitely something we can do. Billiards, air hockey's
Yeah.
also out there.
Fun.
The carnival rides and everything else. Arm wrestling is just random tables that you just use, to my knowledge. So like if the Vagos wanted to do like arm wrestling or like little events and things like that, it's just setting up a table, I think, is all it is. And then all you do is spam A and D back and forth, and then that's how you win. You know what I mean? Just how many clicks can you click before the other person outclicks you.
I just want go-karts, bro.
I'm gonna go this way around the room. I just kind of want to hear what people want out of that list. So if Drippy, you want to start, and then we'll go to Ren.
I mean, everything you just named, like down the pier, like the carnival rides would be really dope. Making that arcade work would be really cool. Adding the billiards, and then the go-karts are definitely my big
Oh
ones.
yeah.
Ren.
Sorry, I didn't know if I could speak yet. Yeah, go-karts and everything on the pier.
Kyoko.
Close.
Close.
Yep.
Koneko.
Kaneko. That one. Yeah, the gas
Kaneko.
station.
Yeah. Koneko desu. Actually, everything
Sunoco
sounds awesome.
donuts.
Oh my god. Urasai. No, everything sounds fine already. Like everything you can add, whichever you can add. It sounds like some good, like possible RP places, with whatever go-karts, having fun, couple fun, people fun, friend fun. Yeah.
All right. Allie.
Got balls on her head.
I like the sound of the stuff on the pier with all the the arcade machines, and then the carnival stuff that you mentioned sounds really good. I like the idea of the paintballing as well, because we get up to some really dumb shit in the city, so it'd be really fun to have an option to do that without it being criminal.
Shit, I don't know who's sitting behind Raul and Nate there. I don't know who that
That's
is.
Johnny.
Welcome back.
That's
Gangster.
Johnny.
What up, kid?
Johnny, what up, kid? What do you like about all that? Anything you like, dislike?
No shit. I mean, I like the arcade games, kid. That's pretty cool.
All right.
He's
Right.
fried probably right now.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not gonna lie
probably
to you.
baked out of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning back into his chair, and he said, "Oh fuck, I gotta talk. Let me lean forward real quick."
Hell yeah, kid. Why you think I got the glasses on, kid?
Yeah, White's going around the room asking what we think is awesome to add. With our
Raul.
I like the sound of like the billiards, the arm wrestling stuff on the pier.
Mm-hmm.
But like my main concern is it's best to be added when the head pop is more up, just so it could be
Yeah.
used to its
Mhm.
full like potential. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I would agree.
I guess
You
my
know-
only argument to that is I know there's like times where like specifically late I don't even want to say later at night, but like when Ren and I and Leroy and Allie are in and Konako and Marshall are in, like we're always looking for those
Mhm.
little fun activities that we can all do as a big
Mhm.
group. And right now
Mhm.
all it is
Yeah.
the paintball
Is
is kind
paintball.
of scuffed out right now.
Mhm.
So that's my only thing. Like, there's half of the active server pop would love those types of things. So like I get
Mhm.
wanting to maybe hold off until there's more, but when half your active pop would use it, is it worth waiting?
Yeah. Nate.
I'm pretty much cool with whatever y'all said.
Smoke,
Said
you
I
got
don't give
anything?
a fuck.
Yeah, I'm down for some arm wrestling to smoke some vagos. See whose muscles are bigger.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
Put
God.
that bitch in right now.
Yeah,
Put
man.
that shit in
Let's
tonight.
go.
Put
Yeah,
that bitch in
see-
tonight.
Fuck him the fuck out, Raul.
Say less,
Uh,
kid.
He's telling you to pull up and spin the block.
Nah, I
AOD
I
guys
like
always
all
have
of it to be
to
honest
go
with
back
you.
to
The
it.
more
Oh, well, one second.
the more stuff to bring everybody together, have some fun,
Let's
stuff like that. I'm down
me
for.
into the middle of
So.
the ocean.
I bet.
Jesus.
Gangster, were you here when I went through the list of things?
Which things?
Of the things that we were gonna add, like for side activities, or like people wanted to see
Would you like
added?
to-
Go karting?
Pool, arcade machine, go karts, carnival rides
Oh,
at the
no.
pier would work, arm wrestling, beer pong, bowling, darts, air hockey, laser tag, and then they would add like arcade machines kind of down at the pier. So it'd be like claw machine, a basket throw, target shooting, balloon shooting, bang the beaver is what it's called, but it's like the mole game where you would that's what it's called.
Whack-a-mole.
But yeah, it's like whack-a-mole. That's what it's called. I just looked at the
Love
script
Bang
and
the
said
Beaver.
bang
Put
the
a
beaver.
bang a beaver.
Sounds
rest of the
good,
list, can we
except
please just have
you
Bang
may
the
have a lot of
Beaver?
bugs.
Yeah. I can definitely go through that. Would anyone? I know bowling is super scuffed in other places, and it might be a fucking.
Hey Nico, want
Never
to go
tried it.
bowling?
Bowling's
The only
boring as
place
what,
I've ever
bowling?
used it, it was super,
Mm.
super fun.
Yeah, it was just a pain in the dick. More or less, I just wanted to see if
Yeah.
people wouldn't use things. You know what I mean? Because like the arcade machines and things like that, like making the pier just Civ based is definitely something that's possible. It's simple. You know what I mean?
Please.
But I wanted to see what people wouldn't use out of the list. It sounds like everything besides maybe bowling
Also
and
play Bang
beer
the Beaver.
pong.
Mhm.
Beer pong, bowling, and darts is the only thing people didn't mention, so we can look into those
Maybe
not
make a
being
poll
added.
into Discordia and like make the community vote in Discordia for like what would be mostly
do that.
used. And
Good
see
idea.
what lesser is voted, then you don't add those.
Yeah, because
Like
some people have
everything
missed
you
it
just
too,
named
right?
in a vote, and everyone can
Mhm.
kind of just pick the things they like.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
most
like make-
picks comes
You
in
can
first.
vote
Get
multiple. Mm-hmm.
more of the
Yeah.
attention, and the less, get less.
Yeah.
It's easier on you.
Smokey,
Better
we stop
choose arm
fucking
wrestling,
flexing.
bruh. Better choose arm.
Smokey's ready to fucking arm wrestle, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to smoke.
Oh my fucking god.
The last thing I was going to talk about adding, a couple people mentioned it already, or have mentioned it in the past, and I didn't know how I felt about it, but I wanted to bring it up. What do people want to do about this Polaroid camera shit? Do people want it? Do people not want it?
Yes.
I would
I
love
was
it.
so
do.
That'd be dope.
It was really cool.
I used it a
So
lot in
much
the other
fun.
city, and I love the Polaroids.
You get a collection of from like crazy amounts.
It was insane.
Okay.
First thing I'd buy.
Like, I'm
Okay.
always taking photos of the city anyway, but it would be so nice to have like a photo album of that
Like a nice
here
album.
too.
Private investigator RP with the Polaroid camera.
Mm.
Facts.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you don't know this, but the PD evidence script runs off of a camera and an SSD. So if PD gets
I'll call you
evidence
out for
from
arm
gang
wrestling.
things
Bet.
and they have an SD card and
Do it in
gangs were to
city, do it in
somehow get
city.
involved and take that SD card, then PD doesn't have any evidence. But that's something y'all are gonna have to figure out as you go
Yeah.
along.
Find out. Just kidding. I'm gonna metagame it.
Oh, me too. Don't worry.
King metagamer right here, bro.
This is open about it.
All right.
Hey, don't call me criminal metagamer for nothing.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about the side little activities before we got into the June update because I want to bring it in before June and then maybe bring in more at the June update. So let's talk about the June update a little bit. I'm going to kind of ramble off a couple other things that are going to come with the June update. I want to make this list bigger so it's not set, but I want to talk about it openly and get some other ideas or opinions of coming in. Of course, we have all these other businesses in the city that aren't ready or like not being used or no one owns right now. I know Allie just bought Bean Machine. You know, we've been flopping owners at Autos and Rising Sun, but I think that's set stoned now, hopefully. So let's go through this list real quick, and then we'll go from there. Of course, we have a couple big changes coming in. The MDT for PD is changing, and we're also adding a big dispatch system. So if people want to do PD, but they don't want to be out constantly patrolling and doing actual PD work, we're going to have like a full dispatch room set up at MRPD where people are going to be able to help guide, officer calls. And if people actually do 911, it'll call in at the station, things like that. It doesn't have to, no one has to be there for PD to have that type of RP. It just means if someone's there at the desk, it'll flow to the desk kind of thing. So you have that coming. Alta is being changed. Of course, we talked about it. A couple people have already seen the MLO is in. It'll work the same fucking way that Alta does, except for it'll be at a bigger area that's nicer. It is an Alta.
We have to move our shit to the new place.
Nope, it should just auto change over there when we do it.
Mommy, I'm scared. What if it all disappears like my dad?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Of course, with that being changed, everything will move over to Oxy. So we'll be able to add searchable emotes and stuff again. No, the 18 plus emotes are never coming back. That was one day too long of them being in city. So we'll look at that, and then we might be able to add newer emotes to it. But that's going to take some time because every action that you do in city, we have to recode everything to the new emote menu because it's all labeled different. So, that's why we're kind of holding off on bringing it back out. It's very fun to do the new dances, but I want to be able to.
Some fools, bro.
I just want to be able to eat and actually have an eating animation because it's kind of annoying not having that. I couldn't do it. Of course, boosting will be set. It'll be a new side activity. I have to decide if I'm going to allow import cars to be on the boosting list, and if so, how expensive they will be. It's a bidding process through currency that you get from doing lower tiers. So, but that's all through. It's all through a cryptocurrency, like Gigs had said. So you'll do it. It is qubits. So you will you'll start out at D, work your way up. We might be able to make them VIN scratchable as well, so you can keep all these vehicles if you want to and sell them on the side for a little side money. Of course, that will be illegal, but I think it's kind of fun to have another access to maybe certain imports that we don't have in the city. You can only get them through that, but that's something I haven't thought about all the way. Just kind of bringing it up. With that being said, racing scene, I'm starting to work on it next week. We should have all the apps and stuff set up. That'll also be coming in June. Changing the gun meta. we will be making guns have their own serial numbers. I think they already do, but every ammo is shared right now. It's like all pistols, all ARs, all SMGs. That'll be changing to being locked to the gun. I hate it not being locked to the gun, so that's why it's changing. I'm not gonna lie. We're going to be adding the casino. Carbon's going to run it. It'll be a different MLO than the one we have. It'll have a built-in heist. There will be blackjack, slots, the wheel where you'll be able to win car and a money. What else? Horse racing.
Like no pixel wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Something like that. It's a different MLO than the current one. So, but Carbon wants to do something with it. He's kind of got a whole business idea with it. It doesn't require him to be in all the time because NPCs, of course, run the business, but it also can build for some really fun RP. We're also setting up rentable hotels. So hotels will be across the city where people will be able to rent hotel rooms, and they'll be off the books. You'll pay for them weekly. Just something small, simple, want to hide stuff from PD. Maybe let PD do some investigating. Something like that. We're going to switch the card system. So you're going to get cards from robberies. You'll have to find a location to change. Or sorry, you'll find dongles and locations and you'll change them into cards for heist and things like that. So that's something to look forward to. The queue for heist, using the laptop to buy cryptocurrency and then talking to a pet and getting an email if you were accepted for the job. Something that's happening.
Can I ask a question about laptop?
Give me a sec. Let me get through all this, and then we'll open up for questions. So there's that. Just trying to make it a little bit more complex than, you just woke up one day and you're a criminal and you know how to do everything. There's a lot of steps to get to it, but the payout will be worth it. We've talked about this before. We're going to add the priority or the prio stuff is set up in the Discord in Tebex. Don't buy it yet. Like I said, it's just there, so it's pre-set up. We'll have everything added in June. It won't affect you guys flying in. We don't have a pop like that, but it's just there to be there. So just keep that in mind. There will be custom apartment interiors for certain ranks. So if Diamond and Platinum supporters will have different apartments. It does not affect it. It basically, when you go into your apartment, it'll check to see if you have a Diamond or Platinum supporter role from the Discord. And if you do, you get a different MLO. That's all it is. There's no different. It's just one of those little side things that is a little flashy. For Gold, Diamond, and Platinum supporters going into June, you'll have access to a certain or a specific import list that's not accessible to just anyone. It's not going to be game changing. It's just, some luxury cars that aren't going to be normal default. So, might be able to find a McLaren P1 if you don't have a supporter role, but if you have the gold tier, you might be able to buy a wide body version. Also note that cars are probably going to go to a limited sale thing, where whoever owns LS right now, we have an owner for it, but I haven't really seen them around, so I don't know what's going on there. But the concept of it is basically every 2 weeks the car list will quote unquote refresh. So maybe in a 2-week time, we're only selling 5 of each vehicle. Some of the cars that are in the catalog that are going to be more expensive will be limited runs. We might only sell them as 5 total. It'll keep the car market up. It'll make your cars worthwhile as you guys are around more. I know some of you guys have been absolutely grinding and you're sitting on stacks on buying housing, but that might be something else you can invest in as well.
Hey, I'm ready to run LS whenever.
Yeah, your message. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with everything yet, but I'll keep you in mind for it. For sure.
He has the right set on that place. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he does. Have I posted a link of how the housing's working?
No, only certain people have gotten it.
No.
Okay.
Still not even me. What the fuck?
I'll post it. I'll play the video here in a little bit on the TVs. Housing is getting ready to be set up. It won't until June, so I have time to set up the market and we can start seeing how everything's planning out. The laptop script we use is adding a retail script where we're going to be able to sell real estate through it. And then, of course, the people we bought the housing script from, they're also making a realtor job. that'll be accessible. It's super fun and it actually makes it interesting. I know a couple people we've talked about, or I've showed a couple people the video of how it all works. You can actually place items outside, not inside of your house as well. So makes decorating way fucking easy.
More fun too.
Yep, way more
Special
fun.
class goals mostly.
Last two things I have on my list is add a gun repair bench. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. There's not one in city right now, but as we add durability when we go to Oxy, I think the gun repair bench could be very useful. How do people feel about allowing all guns to be repairable or just select few? Does everyone think like PD weapons and things like that? Do you think that should be repairable? You think they should just break when they go out?
They should break, to be honest. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like only crim weapons you should be able to repair, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said fuck repairing weapons at all, man. Just let me go.
I mean, you could do no repair bench. I mean, guns aren't
Just give them like high durability.
Cause like,
Or
let's be
easy.
honest,
Any weapon that breaks, just you can
Yeah.
use it and dismantle it from materials for something else.
Oh, that would
Boom.
actually
I fuck with that too.
Broken stuff
Steel,
down.
maybe.
Well, let me write that down real quick so I don't forget that.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, write down. Don't forget it.
Because most of the guns, especially ones you can buy at like ammunition and shit, it's so affordable. You shouldn't have to repair it. I feel like it'd cost you more to repair it than just to buy a new one.
No, I really fuck with that idea. I'm not gonna lie. And even if like you get into a shootout or something like that, and people have pistols on them, you could just take their broken pistol or their pistols and go scrap them to make a little bit of money or something on the side.
So when is the whole degrading coming?
June. June. I'm looking into making it so where like items like guns and things like that degrade on use, and food degrades only in pocket, not in stashes. So businesses should be able to pre-make their shit and not wait, because like it would be annoying to make 17 sliders for an event or 100 sliders for an event, and then you get there and they're fucking dead. Yeah, you can't use them. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
Speaking of things that are annoying, I don't know if anyone else is annoyed by having to go into your pockets and click on things for them to fucking work and not being able to flex your hotbar. That's also on my next list to fix. I forgot to do that. I gotta make a note.
Back to degrading for a second. Is it possible to make it to where when you're not in city, your shit doesn't degrade? Because that was the most annoying fucking thing. Like, you won't fly in for like a week or so, and you come back in and all your shit's busted.
Please make them degrade on usage rather than time.
Yeah, everything should be usage except for food. Food will sit in pockets. I think the thing is with that other thing is I don't know if it's crossed with characters. You know what I mean? Because like sometimes if you aren't on, like if I'm not on Wyatt, I'm on my PD character, or stuff was degrading, because it's like servers checking and they're like, oh, classics in city degrade his pockets for all characters, not just like a select character.
Let's hope that's
you know what I mean?
Because there's nothing more annoying than buying a bunch of shit and then taking a couple days break and then come back and losing everything.
No. Yeah, no. I know. Like I said, I'm trying to make it on a use. So like if I had a gun and I whip the gun out, right? Like I whip this out, it just took durability. You know what I mean? I do it again, it just took durability. That type of shit. We'll look into it though. I'm right there with you on how things should degrade. Also, on the degrading topic, how do you guys think about phones and radios degrading over time?
No.
Please, God, no.
No.
No, for the love of God.
Oh,
please,
hell no,
I
yeah.
set my same phone for 3 years. Like.
Nope, I get it. Like there's places like No Pixel and Echo do it, where like the radio breaks over time. Specifically, I think it's the radio. Like No Pixels is fucking crazy. Like I think Raul, I don't know if it was this way when the public servers, but like No Pixel has this thing where like if you're not in radius, like if you're in city and someone's up in Toledo,
so annoying.
It crackles up and it doesn't work. Like I've looked at stuff like that, but I'm like, it's probably gonna get hated on.
Hell no, that shit's so dumb, dude.
All right, cool. I will scratch the degrading of phones and radios. Also, IDs won't degrade because that's also dumb. What did we
instead
just
of
say?
spending
I was gonna write it down.
$250 on an ID.
Scrapping
No,
pistols and things.
after that one. All I wrote down was items can't. I started talking. What are we?
Fix corner selling. If it's not fixed, yeah.
This weekend, I'm getting it done. I'm sorry. I was busy.
Thank you, baby.
What the fuck were we just? Raul, are you streaming?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll just go back and look at it when I'm done.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the video after.
Something that you and I have talked about that I
Mm-hmm.
kind of want to mention now. Imports. I know you said, I think last week you were thinking of putting some in that past weekend, but then I know Rhodes wasn't around to help and stuff. Is that still something that's happening before June, or are you just going to postpone it till June?
I have not decided. I really haven't. I have the folder done. Like, I spent all week building a car folder and just kind of like having a bunch of imports set up. I think there's like 40 or 50 right now in the folder. I haven't pushed them into the test server to see if they're all working. I got to do that. That's something that I'm working on this weekend or beginning of next week. I need to get it done. Tonight I got to get the token car for April finished because that comes out tomorrow. So
New whip, who this?
Huh?
New whip, who this?
Yeah, new wheel.
New
If
whip.
it's that ugly fucking thing you put out on the floor before.
No, it's not. It's not the best spec. Not the best spec. No, like I said, I was literally looking at the difference. I had the 65 file on my screen. I was looking at the difference between the 65 and the 66, and there's literally nothing. Last thing on my list, I have add a local taxi. I don't know if we've talked about it. I think I talked about it with a couple people. Kind of like how you do /help, you'd be able to do /taxi, and a taxi NPC will come pick you up. You get in the back of the car, and then you just make a point on the map, and it takes you to that destination. So that's something that people might be interested in seeing.
That's pretty
Sounds
wicked.
really cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
That does
sweet.
sound
I'm not
really
gonna lie.
cool.
I was
That'd be
thinking.
a lot of fun.
I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking of it from prison
Yeah.
or like new people flying in. Carbon's looking at trying to custom code it. So where like when you fly in and make a character, as soon as you leave the character menu, it'll spawn you one for free. So you wouldn't even have to rent anything. It's just right there at the airport.
Yeah, I think
looking,
new people will really appreciate that, honestly.
yeah, because I know like a couple people fly in and they're like trying to meet
That's
up with their
dope.
friend, so they just want to make a character, get a car and drive straight to them. You wouldn't even have to do that. You just have to get in the taxi to take you. It's slow as shit. I think the taxi goes the speed limit, which we might be able to figure out how to increase, but it's definitely something that I thought could be fun to add. The last,
I'm with it.
all right, I have two things before we finish, or the last thing I want to talk about with the June update is pets. How do people feel about them? How do
Yes.
people?
Give me a pet. Give me a
But
pet.
I want a
Yes.
bear, dude.
Everybody
wanna-
says
I
yes.
As
wanna-
long as they're not a buggy mess like they are in certain cities.
I want to talk about this though. I want
a
to put
cocaine
them.
bear.
I want to. I'm giving you cocaine bear.
Yeah.
If
Smokey
we
the bear, dude. Come on.
if we do pets, Smokey the bear, shut the fuck up. Sit
What's
down,
up, bro?
Sit down.
Smokey and Smokey.
Oh, I love it.
The pets one we're looking at is you'll be able to name them. You'll be able to do fetch with them. You'll be able to like just set them in your house and things like that. They're a pocket
I know
item.
when we had them. I know when we
I
had
love
them
that.
in our old city,
Mhm.
they
Mhm.
weren't awful. Like
They just didn't
weren't-
get used.
That's the problem.
They were there for stress until cigarettes got or until weed got added, and then everyone stopped using them, and
But
everyone.
then, to be fair to that though, pets were dying, and the shelter owners were shit and never
Shuts.
came in to do anything.
So that's
You
kind of
could
what I
make
was
an
gonna.
NPC for like a shelter.
I can.
That would make it so much easier because I used to love having my pet, but it would like die or get hurt, and I wouldn't be able to revive it because no one was there to sell med kits.
So my second question, my follow-up question to this is making certain pets, if not all pets, behind the prio stuff. So you'd have to be like silver or gold and higher to have access to it. Because one, they are a bitch.
Please let me have a cat.
yeah,
Please don't take that
not
pet from me.
everyone can afford to do that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. So I think locking them behind would kind of be shitty.
No, I get you.
Obviously, certain things, like the apartments, I feel like like the special apartments lock and
Mhm.
that's all right. but just a common thing like something like that, I feel like could not be quite fair to lock behind any
Hey,
paywall.
question.
Yeah.
So you said you were gonna put like an option in the Tevex store that basically people could just pay to get something imported to the city, like a chain or something. Would Smokey be able to do that for his bear?
Oh,
Just pay money and have the bear
Get him a
imported
chain for
technically?
his fucking name, bro. Like Smokey. You damn right, dude.
No,
Custom
guys, listen. I want a real bear. Okay.
Pet chains.
I appreciate
Do you
the
imagine like
chain
going
idea.
up like Polito and you just see a fucking bear?
I want to
It's
ride my
just
bear, dude.
Smokey pulls a bear out and it's got a fucking chain. Says
I wanna-
Smokey the bear.
Yo, come
The chain
on,
says
dude.
only you can prevent wildfires or some stupid shit on it, man.
Yo, with a green bandana on. Oh my.
Just
Oh,
be like a
jeez.
docile black bear, you know?
Yeah.
You
I
know
don't know about
cocaine and he goes faster, dude. Oh my.
I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't looked into pets or like pets at all. It was just a concept Carbon and I were talking about, and I haven't literally. It's the only thing labeled under maybe for June because I don't know how I feel about them. It's one of those other things that I feel like it's gonna get added. It's gonna be hyped for a week, and then they're just gonna sit in pockets until they die.
Like I said, as long as we have access to the stuff we need for it, I feel like it won't go completely unnoticed. Like
100%.
I'm always have mine.
possible to get food and med kits for the animals and stuff just because like shitty owners of stuff. But if you're telling us that you can drop a pet up at the pet store that can sell those things, I feel like people would.
Dude, I could drop a pet at every goddamn location in the whole city and just have them sell food that way. You know what I mean? Like Burger Shot, I could put a pet behind Burger Shot. And you just walk up and you could buy food straight from them.
So the
like I could
pets
do
are
that.
pocket items, right?
Yeah, pets would be a pocket
So
item.
so you could just rob someone for their pet.
You could, but that'd be super scummy.
Is pet food something that could be available at the 24/7s, maybe?
What could?
Like
The pet food being sold at the convenience stores, maybe?
Yeah, we could also sell them at like the warehouses, the Mega Mall, and the other two. I don't remember what the other two are called.
I know in our old home, stealing people's pets got you banned. So.
Oh, we could. I don't want to ban people for that. I don't want to ban people for reasons to ban people.
If I had a dog and somebody stole my dog, I would freaking shank a bitch for that dog.
You're a definition of a shitter.
No, but I feel like if I stole your dog, I would expect a search party. Like my dog
It's
went
like John
missing,
Wick,
and like
bro.
and like little things.
Okay, I was just about to say John Wick
John Wick,
RP, kid.
bro.
You ocean dump me and I don't remember, then there's no search party.
It's good RP.
Yeah, dummy, but your dog would be missing. You could hang up flyers and be like, "My dog's missing."
Yeah, bro. John Wick,
You know?
Everybody.
And then you could use the Polaroids to hand out photos of your dog. Just saying, that would be really cute.
If you want the pets to die, let people steal people's pets. The pets will die. I can guarantee you that.
I literally just remembered what I was supposed to write down, and I forgot again.
Especially if you're gonna charge 10K for a dog for somebody to steal it from me a day later, nah, fuck that.
Now I get that.
I need this
That's also
bear,
something
dude.
you could limit too. So
You could
not
just make
everyone's-
animal torture held until trial charge. Discourage people from doing it.
So stupid.
I
What
recommend
pets
something.
would be available.
There's normally a bunch of different breeds.
Connie,
of
would you get a
dogs.
poodle,
get
bro?
Cat,
Fuck. Wait, what kid?
You'd get a
There's like
poodle, wouldn't you?
7 or 8
Hell
different
no,
dogs.
don't
get
get
you,
you,
kid.
Rottweiler. Fuck
I'll get a
Get one of
fucking
each.
Rottweiler.
Oh my
Fucking
god,
poodle.
don't. In the other city, there was a
It's
Rottweiler in
it's
the
not
freaking
it's
barrio,
not the-
and it was
it's not
so
the same
cute.
thing. It's not
We
the
get
same thing.
Stevie a donkey,
getting
bro.
Pip.
The same one from the old one.
Jackass.
Wait, can I make a suggestion?
You can have a
Yeah.
chihuahua.
We want pits.
Can we freaking either disable or extend the 15 minute AFK countdown?
Facts. I was gonna say that too, bro.
Yeah, I need the paycheck grind some more. Please up that.
I mean, I would be honest. I would be
Bruh.
honest with you. It's not even like to the point where you need to worry about people paycheck grinding. I believe everybody here doesn't really, they'll probably joke around and shit about it, but it's not.
I don't know, man. I had a guy who came into Bahama Mamas the other day who sat in his head for almost 15 full minutes while getting a lap dance.
That is true.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I had things to do in my head. And I did not realize it was gonna be that long. Okay, I didn't do it
Yeah, bro.
intentionally.
Some of us got some kiddos, you know.
Was there the entire time. He
Nah,
looked
I
like
get
he
it.
was
Get it.
going
But I
for
feel
longer.
like you'd have to find a way,
Or make it
maybe
like
you could
go
up it to like
longer.
30 or something, but like
Well, I can
feel
change
like
it to
you
30.
can't just cap it, like uncap it, because then
Yeah.
people will just sit all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you up to like 30, I feel like it's
I think
whatever.
30 should be good.
What's this now? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I could definitely look into that. That's not a problem. Let me make a note of that.
Did you remember the last thing that we forgot? Sorry, gangster.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, definitely did not remember what it was. Drippy said something. I remembered what it was, and then he kept talking, and I started listening, and then I forgot it again.
This guy, yo,
Oh,
talk,
what are we
talk,
talking
talk.
about? Finals, eyes open, so that helps.
When we're on the topic
yeah.
of something suggestion,
Mhm.
as basic as something is it possible to get the /postal thing in where you could put a postal and it'll ping automatic market for you?
Add /postal. I can look into it.
Yeah.
Wait,
Sometimes
what
it's
is
hard
that?
to
What does
find.
that do?
So basically, if you're given a postal, say I'm telling you I'm at postal 7205, you can do T/postal space and the postal code, and it'll mark it on your map for you automatically.
It's for
Oh,
people
that's
that don't
actually
know.
Oh.
It's for people who haven't memorized the GTA map, even though the game's been out for like 11 years.
Oh,
So,
imagine not remembering the GTA. Like that's wild. That'd be
Like,
that'd
I don't
be
know.
crazy
I don't
not
know.
knowing where you're going.
I don't
Why
know
not
the
use
postal codes.
why not
If you
use the
tell me
ping
the
app?
MLM, I got you.
Why not just use the ping app on the phone?
You could do the ping,
There's
and
not,
you
is
would
there
just
a ping?
you just gotta
Yeah.
ask their ID, and it pings you their ID.
Yeah.
What's the ping though? Where's the ping?
The purple thing below your information where
Oh,
your
okay.
bank things are. Yeah, you
It
just
looks
ask
like a
someone.
ping. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh shit! Did I
location.
just crouch, bro? I didn't even realize I could do it, bro. I haven't
Yeah,
been in the city in a
pinger.
while.
Eggplant
Just back.
peach. Crouch has been back.
Oh god.
Oh my
Bruh.
god, what is going on?
Yeah, get out of my
Gangsta.
way, cat. Go sit
Oh my
down.
god, rude.
Yeah, good boy. Sit down.
We'll look at
Postal
postal stuff.
system, though.
We'll look at
It's
postal.
easy.
I have no GPU in my computer.
Oh my god.
Your
Alright.
fucking blinks are so slow right now.
Multi-job. Is you still capping at 2 jobs?
Still capping at 2
Oh
jobs.
my
Okay.
god.
I have a new computer.
Sounds
Why?
good.
A friend of yours get a new business today, and you're trying to get hired?
Pretty much.
Yep. Still capping at 2.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Order in the call.
Brrr. Yes, ma'am.
Not bad,
Are you
bro.
whispering?
Shit.
That is
Yeah,
actually good
kick-
to know
kick
because
me
I
in the
didn't know how
balls.
many
I didn't
jobs
mean
people were
to.
allowed to
Yeah, you
have.
can only have
I'm wearing
2.
loafers, bro. It doesn't even hurt.
Okay,
I
noted,
think
noted.
that's temporary
It
until
hurt.
pop gets up, and then maybe he'll increase it. But right now, I think it's 2.
Let me be on duty.
That's
at
valid.
two
If you
jobs at
tell
the
me you
same
want to
time
leave
so I can
Bahama
farm
Mamas, I
money.
will hunt you down.
No, I don't.
And
I own
go
the big
where?
spot, I don't want to leave that.
Leave
No,
Bahama Mamas.
Ali, she's
Oh, she
people.
probably does want to leave.
Just getting back on
Why
topic
would I
here, real
want
quick.
to leave?
Getting back on topic here.
On topic.
Mhm.
Drippy, keep giving me that
does-
shit, and I
does
will leave.
anyone
Heck,
have-
rude.
Ali, don't leave me. Don't leave
Does
me.
anyone
I
have?
won't leave you.
Shut up.
Does
Oh my God.
anyone have anything they want to talk about while we are here?
Yeah, get your real throwback, please.
I wish I fucking could.
The bear, bro.
Can I get my dreads back?
Send me a thing and I can add it.
Alright, God bless. God
Thank
bless.
fucking
I
god, dude.
have a question about clothing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of hills that the ladies have where they clip through the floor.
Yep.
Is there
Working
any
on
way that you
fixing
can
it. It's
fix
on my
that?
list.
You're a star.
I've also noticed some of the clothing items has textures, but there's no actual texture. And there's like in
Yeah.
the section of pants, there's at the last like 3, it's the same pants.
I think some of them are for different shirts. They work differently. I could look into it. But like I said, we're pushing in the original clothing pack, because like I went through it and I deleted some stuff in it. I'm putting in the original one, trying to fix hats, and if it fixes, then we'll keep it. If not, we're pushing in a whole different pack, like we talked about. So,
All good.
anyone else? Comments, questions, concerns?
I'll give you the best time of your life for that bear. Just
Oh,
saying.
shut up, Smokey.
I'm still on the bear.
I'm
Alright.
gonna be on that
I
bear
found the mod
forever.
for it.
I know
I
she
found the
did.
mod for the bear.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Then the last thing I gotta say is I'm gonna be looking at adding staff team here in the next couple weeks. So just kind of keep your eye out if you're interested in it. We'll post like a way for people to apply for that type of role, and we'll kind of start moving into that. Other than that, that's all I got to talk about for tonight. Appreciate y'all showing up for the little under an hour.
Appreciate you and the efforts.
Didn't you say you're gonna show us something on the TVs?
Oh yeah, let me pull that up.
The real estate stuff, yeah.
Real estate, let's go.
Oh, I
There's
can't
actually
jump
no
over here.
UFC tomorrow.
Fully looking through my eyes.
There's a
but that
gate here, I
doesn't
think. Sorry,
I
I'm
got the
about
telly right here, bro. Yo, I will
like
arm
that.
wrestle you right
Oh
now.
my god, hi, we're on this side of the fence now.
Bring
Right.
me.
You're not ready.
We should go to the
Not
movie
ready.
theater for this. You
Yeah, I'm
should
ready
just
for it.
hike-
Yeah.
Teleport to the Blanca, and then
Yeah.
you can teleport us all there, but watch it on the big screen.
Oh,
What the
Oh,
fuck?
there he
kid?
Yeah.
goes.
It's so
You should
strong,
definitely
See
be
you
able
guys
to
there.
teleport. Oh, yeah. Hopefully I don't
What
fucking
happened?
crash without a GP.
Danny, did you hear about the Big City Purple?
I heard something about it. Yeah, is it like legit permanent?
Yep.
What's this?
Big.
Oh my
permanent.
god,
So
that's crazy.
I'm
Are we
trying to
being
see.
yanked one by one? We're all
Yep,
being yanked one by
yep.
one. Let's
Oh,
go.
she was the
Who's going to be the last one standing? Who's going to be the last one standing?
I'm gonna be
Oh.
last. Yeah, I'm gonna be last. Yo, come on, let me be
Alright.
last. Watch it.
Oh, I know where we are. I'm ready to take these keys. Okay.
Fuck.
No, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that was the last
Yeah,
one.
you were.
I'm taking that
yeah.
opportunity to see if I get more
We
people
are
to come
all
in here.
vibing.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh hell no! This the perfect.
I can't hear you. Uh-oh.
Yeah, sit down, kid.
Mm-hmm. But chair.
What?
Can
It's
you hear
deleted
me?
by the owner.
Yeah, now I
What
can
the
hear
fuck?
you. That was
Okay,
easy.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't hear. Yo,
With no
can you hear me?
spaces.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah, I
crazy.
can
Yeah,
hear
we can
you.
hear you.
Okay, I couldn't hear nothing for
It's
like
Ali.
a hot minute for
Are you
a
whispering?
second.
So is green closing as well, or is it just
Drippy's that
purple?
pop?
Just purple.
Oh, that's
Okay.
weird. I wonder why.
Back on other
Classic.
websites is disabled by YouTube
Basically.
video owner.
Supposedly it's because
Suck
classic's
a
coming out.
dick.
So I'm gonna take that, like I was saying,
Damn.
an opportunity to see if I get a few friends from there to come check it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'll be interesting, depending on who does come over.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of.
Gang, so this brings back memories, eh?
A little bit of the vibe was there, so see.
Gangsta.
yeah, but I wanted to see like how to get into this area, like the
Contagion.
doors and
Hey,
stuff.
what's up?
Oh, I could have told you that, Drippy.
So make sure you guys grab your
I guess
popcorns.
I'm not cool enough to get that information, huh, Koniko?
Oh, you didn't. No, you didn't ask. I said this brings back memories, gangster.
I feel awkward just standing now. Maybe we should go sit down.
Yeah.
Kaneko's kind of pissed off right now.
Hello.
Does everyone see the video
Hello?
unavailable thing on the screen?
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Right there, Brisky.
I don't think it'll work.
Yeah,
anywhere.
I'm good.
Discord,
I was
like,
just scuffed
Play
for a
on
sec.
YouTube. You can't like replay
So I'm living
anywhere.
here now.
No, we can't hear you. Your voice box might be muted, or you might just have to try turning it off and on
Hey,
again.
Classic, is the invite for the Discord the same?
It should be.
Okay.
It should be just the
Hello?
the Discord
Hello?
and then
No?
the Reckless thing.
Yeah, I can hear you, Koniko.
I can
I
hear
think it's a
you.
him thing.
It's just a him thing.
I can't even
Let me
hear
run up the
Konako,
room
dude.
and back.
Oh,
Can't
Oh,
hear
you
Koneko.
can't? Weird.
Yes, it's.
Oh god.
I'm
Koneko,
over
are you
this fucking
whispering?
video.
No,
Oh,
I'm
she's
yelling.
very much very loud.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, I can't hear you, sweetheart.
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh,
I can't either.
Shit, I might need to pop my head then and come back.
I don't even hear Konako. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
even
just
hear
your
Serenity,
voice
dude.
in the voice chat. Just enable, disable it. Tell him.
Okay.
That's what I think she just did that.
Everyone may have to do it.
I'll do it.
All of us.
Yeah, if you're having
Oh, I
issues,
can
everyone-
hear.
Yeah, I had
I
to
can
do it
hear.
before 'cause Raul couldn't hear me.
Oh, there we go. I can
Hello?
hear them now. There we go. I can
Hello?
hear Konako
Yeah.
now.
Okay, great stuff.
I think when he brought us over here and you were
Helped us.
talking.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
hear you
we
now.
got
What's up,
stuff
Serenity? We
out.
can hear you.
I can hear everyone now.
Perfect.
I can hear it.
All right.
Oh my
So
god,
I
Raul
was
was a
speaking the whole
god.
time. I would like answer. This
I
brings
try.
back memories, no?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the godlike powers of saying turn it
Yeah, I
off and on
think me
again. It's
and
crazy.
Marsh are sitting in this
Yeah.
chair.
Crazy powers.
Right?
It is.
It won't let me do it. It's saying that something else is playing on this fucking TV, and it won't let me
Nice.
jump
AOD
queue.
broke it, dude.
Probably.
What's the?
There you
It's
go.
gonna
What?
ruin all the fun, guys.
Excuse you?
Who's
Excuse
who's
you?
who's playing music
Oh.
somewhere?
You're not
It's
hard,
probably a
dude.
bomb.
You're not hard.
Can you
dude.
kill it?
You're so soft.
I've tried killing
you're
it like
so
Shit,
six or
I've got
seven
like
times.
There's
20 music players
Yeah,
going.
I don't have anything up. It
I
shows
have
nothing
so
on my
many up.
PMMS.
Is that just a me thing
Maybe
then?
just
Prospect,
DM me
relax.
the link and I'll send it in there.
Oh no, I
Just
don't
send
have
you
one
the,
playing
Yeah,
anymore.
Copy.
PMMS has nothing playing anywhere.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, me either.
What's up, Bryce? Trying to see if the
I had one set
invite's
up
still
at
the
Beam
same.
Machine and I had one
The
set up
Discord.
at Autos, but they've all ended now.
It's different, right?
Gotta pick it.
That's the Discord link. Hold on.
Or cancel it.
I didn't think to cancel it when we left.
Just a reminder.
See if you can play that video. I'm a
272.
fucking cinema's blank. Send it to gangster.
Actually, let me. I had to redo another one.
If not, I'll just quickly jump into VC and I can show everyone.
hopefully. Yeah, alright.
Wonderful. Just join
I'm
general.
okay. Yeah.
All right, there we go. I'm probably just gonna set up a bot to do that. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here.